Hello, this is the Young Achievers Network. I am Afod El Banson, and welcome to today's podcast. Today we are looking at business basics. Business basics. What are the basics of starting a business or managing a business? So many people get into business without understanding the basics. And if you cannot understand the basics of business, you cannot succeed in the field of business. The basics are the foundation for the success of your business, irrespective of what kind of business you are involved in. Now let's do a simple definition work of business. Business is the process of exchanging a product with the goods or services for financial or economic benefit. So the purpose of business is for you to provide a product, whether it is a physical item or it is a service you are rendering, and someone is going to pay you for that product that you are providing or the service you are providing. That is what business is all about. So you have a product, you sell it, someone buys it, you sell more product, someone buys it, you take that money, you buy more of the product, you sell it, someone buys it, and you keep on doing that. You keep on going through that cycle over and over. If it's a school you started, you provide an education. People pay for the education on a termly basis or a monthly basis. You continue to provide quality education, they continue paying. The moment you stop providing the product, people will stop paying. The exchange of money for the product is referred to as a transaction. When someone gives you money for what you are selling, it is known as a transaction. So business is all about exchanging money for a good, maybe an item, a phone, a laptop, a purse, a nail cutter, a chair, a piano, whatever, for money, or a service, teaching, maybe hospitality, cooking, sports, whatever. You are rendering a service and people are buying that service by coming to patronize your product, by coming to your bank, by coming to your school, by coming to watch you play or watch you fight or watch you run. So business is all about selling a product, whether it is goods or services, and someone paying for it. If nobody is paying for your product, you are not in business. You might be in a charitable organization. There has to be a purchase. Now, there are two types of businesses. We have the businesses that sell physical items, like I mentioned, and the businesses that sell a service, like I mentioned. How do you choose a business to get into? When you want to get into a business, how do you choose a business to get into? Number one, look at your natural talents. What are your natural talents? What things are you naturally good at? Because if you are naturally good at these things, you'll be able to increase your level of excellence in the goods you sell or the service you provide. Secondly, what are your interests? What are your areas of interest? What things intrigue you? What things attract your attention? What things interest you that you would also want others to be interested in? There are people who are natural artists. They can paint, they can produce artwork, they can produce abstract or realistic artwork, and so on and so forth. Then there are people who are interested in artworks. They can't paint, they can't sculpt, but they can notice a good painting or a good artwork and they can buy it, keep it for a number of years and resell it. So they have interest in art, but art is not their natural talent. So look at things that you are interested in. It might not be your natural talent, but you have an interest in. There's a way you can turn that into a business, a side business, or a full-time business, where it is someone's talents and you have an interest, so you make a purchase and then you resell to others who are interested in buying that talent. 3. What areas have you been trained or educated in? Look at the education you have. What areas do you have your education in? What area do you have training in? Those are areas you can go into business in. 4. What problems are in your community? When you identify the problems in your community, you have potential business opportunities. Finally, what issues on the news draw your attention? When you listen to the news in the morning, afternoon, or evening, what issues draw your attention? These are opportunities. So the question is, do you have what it takes to become competent in the business you intend to get into? Do you have what it takes? Can you build your competence? Can you build your skill so that you can climb higher and higher? Now, before we continue to look at how to develop competence in your chosen field of business, I want you to understand that not every business is scalable. Or let me say, every business has a scalable limit. If you are a cook, which is an art, or an artist, or a singer, your business is scalable to a limit. If you are a cook and you provide a meal, you serve a meal, it takes time. It is an art. If you try to produce that high quality of excellence and have so many franchises, it will get to a point where your level of excellence will drop drastically, because such art has a limit for scalability. So you need to know where your scalability limit is and stay within that limit. Maybe as a cook or as a chef, your limit is that you can only afford to look after 3 branches. So limit yourself to 3 branches. Don't go to a 4th, a 5th, or a 6th. If your limit is 3 and you go to the 4th will be a lower quality than the other 3. So make sure you stay within the limits. If you are a school, you own a school, and the limit for students in the class per the competence of your teachers is 22. The moment you start going above 22, you are going to expose the incompetence of that teacher. You will try, you may want more money, but now the quality of the service you are rendering is going to reduce. So you need to look at the scalability of your business. Some businesses can be scaled very high, that you can have 10,000 branches around the world. But some, you can only have 1 branch. The number 1 music school in the world, Juilliard, has only 2 branches. The founding branch in New York, they founded it in 1905. And then the new branch in Tangier, they opened that branch to take care of the Asian students who are coming in and the Eastern Europe students who are coming to New York. So that's why they opened that branch. So they have 2 branches. The school has been in existence for 117 years. And it was only about 3 years ago that they opened their 2nd branch. That is why they are number 1. They know the boundaries of scalability and they are staying within their boundaries, but increasing the level of competence, the level of skill, and the variety of services they are rendering. So how do you develop competence in your chosen field of business? Number 1, develop your ability to sell. Learn how to convince people to buy your product. Selling is all about convincing people to buy your product. If you cannot sell, you cannot be in business. For you to be in business, you must be able to sell. Number 2, get training from professionals. Get training from professionals. Learn from the very best. If you go on YouTube and then you type the best booksellers or the best salesperson or the best executives or the best business leaders, whatever area it is, when you type, these people will come. The list will come. Videos from them will come. So get training from professionals. Learn from the very best. The reason I'm saying get training from professionals is because there are people who claim to be professionals. They are good lecturers and good teachers about business or about your field of endeavor, but they don't have the field experience. There are people teaching marketing in tertiary institutions who have never marketed anything before. There are people teaching sales who have never sold anything before in business. So what they're giving you is head knowledge. And when you bind the people who have the skill, who have the professional skills, pay money to get their knowledge. Sometimes the money you are paying is just buying extra data and using it to download their videos instead of wasting your data on social media. Invest your time in books and audiovisual materials. Once you've purchased the books, you've purchased the videos, spend time to watch them. There are many people who are very intelligent bookshelves. In other words, they have a lot of books in their bookshelves in their library that they have never read. So the bookshelves are more intelligent than them. 3. Develop your ability to get along with people. People will buy from you if they like you, if they trust you, if they know they are getting value for money, and if they have evidence of results. So learn to get along with people. Your customers should be your best friends. Fall in love with your customers more than your products. This is a business advice many people do not cling to. Fall in love with your customers more than with your products. When you do that, they will show you how to improve your level of competence. Everything they complain about will be an opportunity for you to go higher. Everything that they murmur and complain about will be an area that you can increase competence in. Number 4, increase your knowledge. Increase your knowledge in the product you are selling. Increase your knowledge in the industry you are in. If you can increase your knowledge in the product you are selling, you will sell more. And if you increase your knowledge in the industry you are in, you will know when changes are coming in that industry, and you know how to prepare for those changes. Finally, keep working on yourself no matter what is happening around you. Just keep working on yourself. Keep developing your skills. Keep developing your competence. Keep developing your creativity. Keep writing questions at the top of the sheet and looking for 20 solutions to that one question. Once you keep working on yourself, you will find opportunities to expand your business. So these are the basics of business. There are many more complex matters in business, but these are the basics. And if you learn to apply the basics, you will get the results. This has been the Young Achievers Network, and I am Afol Elbanson. Sayonara.